one thing about us being human. Once we motivate ourselves, we never stop. It's just like when we were little kids and we took that first step. We smiled and we fell down, but we got back up again. And we fell down and we got back up again. Because our minds are learning how to process motivation. Because when we are kids, we are more motivated to stand on our 2 feet. We'll do anything to stand on our 2 feet. When we're babies, we don't even like to hold on to things because we're trying to still take that step forward so we can try to keep our balance, so we can just do what we want to do. And we don't like our hands being held when we're crossing the street because we want to do everything by ourselves. That's the motivation of us being kids. But why haven't we took this motivation into adulthood? Motivation is really ingrained in us, but we just gotta find out where it is. Because motivation is so deep down inside us that we lose it when we're teenagers. Unless we are athletes, okay, that motivation is there, but as we get adults, we have a different type of motivational skill that lacks because we don't know how to get that motivational spirit in us out of us unless we are being pushed to the limit. And I think us as human beings, that is good that we be pushed to the limits because we will really show what we are really made of in life. When you wake up in the morning, I know people don't want to get out of their beds. I know they want to sleep for 5 more minutes. But you got other people out there that are getting up way earlier than you, putting on them sneakers or putting on that video, the exercise video, or getting ready to go to the gym smack dab early. They're out there doing it while you're looking at your clock and you're thinking about what's your day going to be. They're thinking about getting their day over with because they're already are 2 or 3 hours ahead of you. Kobe said it the best, man. You want to outcompete your opponent all the time. You always want to be ahead of your opponent. You're getting up at 6, he's up at 3. You know, he's in the gym, you're in the gym for an hour, he's in the gym for 3 hours. You're doing 6 reps, he's doing 8. You're running a mile, he's running 6. You're going home, he's still taking a rest, and he's going right back to the gym. People are all built differently. I'm not saying everybody is built the same. No, nobody's built the same. Nobody has the same mindset. Nobody has the same motivation. Like I said, we have it so deep down inside us, it takes us probably years to actually understand how to get our motivation and our want out of us. And once we get that out, we are dedicated to it. Some people have it, some people don't. But you know, when you are out there trying to figure out what you want in life, and you see somebody else downing you, telling you you never want to make it, you are a loser, you look at you, you're a bum, you can't do it, you'll never be a millionaire, you'll never be a football player, you'll never be a 5-star athlete, you'll never succeed owning your own company, being a CEO and making billions. You will never succeed of doing that. This is the things that we are taught as a kid. We have learned these things from people probably bullying us, people that are jealous of us, or people that are not trying to motivate us. They're trying to see that we fail before we even get a chance to even start. climbing the mountain. And I always believe it starts off as we were kids. Because when we're kids, when we're little, we are always trying to push ourselves to learn everything about life. We ask questions. But when we get older, we don't ask questions. We don't motivate ourselves like we do when we're kids. We want to learn. We wanted to learn. We wanted to go with our dad's places. We wanted to learn how to, fix a car. We wanted to learn how to, jump rope. We wanted to learn how to play basketball, play football, play tennis. We want to learn all these things when we were kids, but when we get older, we just look at our life like it's something different. What happened? But like I said, everybody's built differently. Everybody has their own accomplishments that they want to do in life. Some people want to be lazy and lay in bed all day, or people just want to be out there just early in the freaking morning when it's like 20 below outside, going for a long 6-mile run. And it doesn't affect them because they know they get through this moment, they're going to be doing it the next day. People will be like, oh, it's too cold. Oh my God, it's raining. Oh my God, it's snowing outside. Oh my God, look at this storm that's heading this way. But you got the other person looking out the window. I got this. I got this. Okay, it's about 10 feet of snow. There's some ice patches out there. The wind chill is like minus whatever. The rain is coming down in buckets. It's like 100 degrees outside. Dry air. But you got them people getting up and they just going out there and running. They're going out there to do what they love, or they're trying their best to get where they want to be. While people are laying in their beds and looking at their clocks and looking outside the window and they're afraid of the elements. You got other people up 4, 5, 6 in the morning saying, F the elements. Let me go out here and just go out there and do what I do. They come back home drenched. They come back home shivering. They come back home, tired. But you know what? They get themselves ready for work. Or they get themselves ready for their day because they know that they put in all the work and they're satisfied with it. And you have some people just want to be satisfied just to go to work. Because people are out there saying, well, I want this goal and I want this goal, but that goal is hard to get. No, that goal is hard to get. Every goal is going to be hard to get when you actually start believing that it's hard. If you already quit, you're not going to be able to ever get back on that horse. Because once you fall off of it, you think the horse is just too hard to ride. That means the horse is just looking at you like, you can't control me. You can't tame me. So what do? You got to get back on the horse and make the horse know that you are the master. It's just like life. Life is going to believe that you cannot tame it. And once you tame it, then life will respect you. But a lot of people out here look at life as being so difficult to tame. And this is the reason why we all get in this position that we don't want to do. People say, well, I can go to work every day. That will make me something. Let me tell you something. My mission is not to work for nobody but myself. See, this is the reason why I'm trying to make motivational speaking videos, because this is what I want to do. I want to be a motivated speaker. And the thing is, in order for me to have people hear me speak, I have to do my videos for people to see my content. Because if they can't see my content, they won't hear me speak. And it's hard. It's not easy. I watch these videos of motivator speakers every day, And they say the one thing, to be consistent is the only way you could thrive. If you're not consistent, you never make it in this world of, the internet world. Because the internet looks so easy to do, because you see everybody else doing. You see people on TikTok, you see people on Facebook, you see people on Instagram, and they have all these followers, they got all these likes. It's like they didn't just do it in one day. It took them time to get what they wanted, but they were motivated enough to keep making the videos, you know, keep on making their content and putting their content out there, because they know the only way they can be seen and be heard if they make effort of making it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I know life is just like a candle. I mean, sometimes that, you gotta blow out the candle so it won't melt all the way, because, if it melts all the way, that means that, that you can't relight the candle. So that's why you'll light it, blow it out so it won't go all the way down too fast, because that's what life is. Life is like a candle. It melts really slow. And the only way you can keep the candle from melting all the way down, if you save it. And this is what we are. We are a candle. We're that flame. We gotta look at life as, an opportunity for us to push ourselves harder than we did when we were kids. I mean, I know everybody wants to travel the world. I know people want to make billions. I know people want to, live life in luxury. I know people want to, meet new people. And, I know people are out there every day working hard to start their own business, to do things that they thought they couldn't do, or people were telling them that they couldn't do. And I love people that push themselves. I love it. And I love to talk to them about my life so they can look at me and say, damn, you're trying to get yourself on your 2 feet. Damn, okay. Because like I said, that's the reason why I want to be a motivated speaker, because of what I've been through in my life, to learn things that to try to get my foot onto the mountain. Because I only got 1 foot off and 1 foot on, and I gotta try to get both of my feet set to start walking up the mountain, even though that mountain is high as hell. It's Mount Everest. It's this big, humongous mountain. It's huge. It's huge. And I'm trying to get to the top. And I know every day that people look at life as the hardest thing, and want to ask God, why you make life so hard? Why am I struggling? Why am I always depressed? Why am I always crying? Why ain't this going good for me? Why ain't that going good for me? If you keep on crying about it, you're always or never going to get where you want to get to. Stop letting life get you down. Stop letting people put you down. Don't care what people say about you, because people are going to be talking about you for your whole life. They're going to be your friends. They're going to be talking behind your back. Family's going to talk behind your back. People are going to say that you can't do it. You'll never become this. You'll never become that. It's too late. You're too old. You don't have no motivation. You don't have no skill. You don't have no education. You don't have this. You don't have that. That's what people are going to say to you. And sometimes people are not hating. Sometimes they see that you are giving up on yourself, and they're trying to push you. And there are other people that do hate the fact that you are trying to make yourself a better person, because they always see you as a failure, and they always will stick that you are always going to be a failure. And I'm not saying you gotta tell them anything. Just go out and do it. You don't have to prove yourself to nobody. That's what they try to make you do. Or see if you can prove yourself to me. You don't have to prove yourself to nobody except yourself. Because motivating yourself and pushing yourself is the only thing that's going to get you out there in life, to know that you had done it yourself. This depression, sadness, anxiety, stress, it's not going to do nothing to you except make you not go and get what you want out of life. You are your own criticism. You should be only listening to your own self, criticize yourself, and push yourself, because the biggest critic is you. There's nobody else out there is a better critic than you, yourself. These people out here can say whatever they want because they have things. Just because they got this, they got that. That don't mean that you can have more than them. That don't mean that they're hanging on the thread. We don't know what their life is like. We don't know if they're going through different things in life that's really going to make them fail. And they're just hanging their hat on you to watch you fail along with them. Because like I said, misery loves company. Even the devil was once an angel. People could pretend that they love you, but people can also really hate you for no reason, because life is built like that. You gotta understand, life is built like that. So reflect all that hate. Reflect it. Just let it just go past you. Don't even think about it. You know what I mean? Just because they have more than you, that don't mean that they're better than you. I believe that even if the person has higher education than you, that don't mean that person's smarter than you just because they got all the documents and degrees. You are probably smarter than them in other ways. And it makes them think. Because like Tupac said, geniuses even ask questions. So everybody that has this, not be better than the person that have that, because just because you're walking around and you're speaking in large words and saying big numbers, that don't mean that I could outthink you in other things, in other ways. Or I'm thinking I'll never think I'm better than anybody, but when I'm competing or debating, I am thinking I'm better than you. But push yourself to get your foot on that mountain ridge so you can start walking up it and start going to attack the obstacles that are going to be on that high ass mountain, until you get to that high ass peak and you look at the gold that's on top of the mountain. You mean, because like I said, people have been to the top of the mountain, they fell right off and they had to get right back on the mountain and try to get back up there. And but there's all these new obstacles they have to go through. But see, some people didn't even make it up the mountain. They just quit. Just